Alright, we're not picking up that mission. Alright. Oh, the willow one is there. I think that's gonna be one of the last ones we do, actually. On top of each other.
That too.
What is it? Oh, please, just make it stop. Make it stop. I'm scared.
Nothing good's gonna come of this.
Oh, they're looking at that.
Run like the wind.
Alright, we're heading to the gates of Rendala. That's Rendala in the back there, right? There we go.
It can't be Rutherford, can it?
Turncoats and cowards, the lot of you!
Allow me.
I don't need your...
Please, Field Marshal. Oblige him. This won't take long. You're
No.
right. It won't. Men, finish him.
Oh, your commander's dead. Fuck off.
Stay down.
Dude, I'm so low on health, I just realized. Enemy slain.
A little longer than I'd have. Field Marshal Haverlight, are either of you in?
No, my lord. You arrive... Fucking traitors. I'd heard reports of soldiers in the outlying regions abandoning the... But I hadn't thought the corruption had reached... It's a fucking... Your interfering old bastard of an uncle tried to warn me, of course.
That's one way to explain.
My
Okay.
lord Marquis. Or is Sid the outlaw more...
Call me what you want. It doesn't change who I... or the urgency of the message I bring. My uncle has a plan to right the realm, and...
Before I agree to anything, I'd have you on... What do you stand...
I won't deny that I might benefit from further chaos. But I seek a new beginning, and while the choices I've made may not always have been the right ones, I know I made them for the right reasons. For so long, so many of us have been told how we could live, how we could die, when it should have been our decision all along. But in order to take it, we must stand together.
Certainly not the words I expected from an outlaw. You are no... I'll never hear the end of this. All right. I'll start by ordering my most trusted guard to bring the Dalmek. Next, I'll make contact with my counterparts in the Imperial Army and see if I can't convince them to try and restore order.
Thank you, Field Marshal.
But they are not the only ones we will need to...
What do you mean?
I don't doubt that I can bully some sense into a few generals. But those they answer to, we will need an envoy. One who can court even the most stubborn of statesmen.
I'm flattered. And I have other problems. What we need is a skilled arbitrator.
Is that, sir? And would he have...
Of a different kind.
Well, beggars can't. I suppose we'll all have to find a little of the outlaw in ourselves if we're to make it through this.
I shall.
My lord, your lord uncle bade me escort the field marshal to his man.
And I will see that my associate joins you.
Very good, man.
An envoy. I can barely convince my brother to take his medicine. Someone like Quentin.
Ah,
I hope I can...
Quentin, you say? Let's head over to this one. We're not going to do the Will one because it's also connected to another open world side mission. So we'll do that'll be the last side mission we do from the hideaway.
Come on. Yeah. Here we are again. Carava. If you were a tortoise, Torgor, where would you hide?
Right in the open like that.
Looks like we found him.
That was my mistake. All right. Fortis Lane.
I better get these materials to Mid so she can finish her prototype.
Nope, do not want to do that one just yet. Go talk to Quentin real quick. Oh yeah, they're back this way. This place is covered in ether. Can't go back to Lost Wing. Sucks that they lost their home.
Quentin.
Do you now? Something tells me you'll be asking. Go on then. You'd have me convince the chiefs and chamberlains of the realm that they should simply swallow and do the one thing that has proved impossible for thousands of years.
I know it's a lot to ask.
And you'd have me give up what little I have left to do it. I told you, Clive. The people of Lostwing are my... You'll have to find someone else.
I'm sorry to...
And why might that be?
What he's asking. How's it any different to what you've done so far? They want you to speak for those who can't speak for themselves. That's what... If it's the vineyard you're worried, we'll see that the grapes are picked and the tons filled. You know we will.
It's not that.
Then what is it? You said yourself with...
You know that's not...
Then what are only we, or why turn your back on everyone else? You convinced us we could build new lives for ourselves, and if you can do that, who's to say you couldn't convince...
A stirring argument. I fear that any rejoinder I make might fall somewhat flat.
So you'll join us? Field Marshal Havel will want to speak with you in person. I can arrange for a party of curse-breakers to...
That would be very much appreciated. I hear the roads are far from safe.
My uncle will want to know that his plan is taking shape.
Alright. Turn to the hideaway. Alright. You got 2 missions here, so perfect.
Ready, go? The entire village looks abandoned. Now, which house would a bookworm live in? This is a Royal Army logbook. Did he take this from the local barracks? His interests were certainly varied.
The folklorist fabulary. From a distance.
This is it. But if what it says is true, I need to get this back to the hideaway.
Leaving so soon, stranger? We've been watching you. From a distance, so to speak.
Subtle.
Subtle.
I know who you are.
Then we need not waste time on introductions. Hand me the book. Leave it in our care and return to your life.
Your care? Do you mean to burn it or bury it?
That is not my decision to make. But by one means or another, its contents shall be removed from the common record.
Then I'll have to politely refuse. I won't let you erase our history.
Then we find ourselves at an impasse. Very well. The book can just as easily be pried from your dead hand.
Who's gonna kill me? You? Oh, he's running away. Oh, okay.
Let's see, shall we?
Oh no. Man, the beam just does so much damage. So does this ice shatter. And he's dead.
Impressive. But we have other means.
Why do you want it so bad?
It lays out in no uncertain terms the vanity and avarice. It tells the shameful history of the persecution and oppression of a gifted few by a... Would you say that this interpretation was correct?
I don't know.
You don't know. Your sword may be sharp, so let me answer. There is no correct that a series of events took place may be proved beyond a doubt. But there can be no single, immutable explanation. It is a question of numbers. If enough people believe that a set of events occurred for a reason.
So you're trying to control the truth?
We are trying to protect people from knowledge that would bring them naught but pain. That is all. You may keep the book. For now. The world is small. Until then.
I mean, I could keep the book. I'm taking it.
Damn it.
You don't have a say in whether I keep it or not.
Vivian.
Orphanage is over here.
Let's go. Fly, Ambrosia.
A very rocky terrain. What the hell is that? And it shall connect together.
I can walk from here.
Can you though?
This must be the
Why can't we just
orphanage.
ride?
Hopefully the registry is still here. Conditioning. This is nothing short of torture. Disposed of. Herman wasn't exaggerating. It's a...
Oh, what the hell?
This reads like a suicide note. Did the director go through with his plan? There's only one way to find out. A forked white tree. This must be the place. Could he really be buried? There's something hidden among the... This must be the right... So many names. This place was a...
Jesus.
Where is the architect of all this misery?
Oh, I'm assuming there's some.
It was only a matter of time, I suppose. This place is cursed.
Awesome bullshit.
done here. Let's get the registry back to Herman.
All right. Oh, we got something here. Oh. All right. Let's go do this.
Doris is waiting for me near Balmung Dark. The longer she's out in the open, the more likely she is to be found by a Kashik. I need to hurry. Time to fight.
All right, over there we go. Alright, it's gonna be the bounty that we have on our board that we just haven't done yet. Or we couldn't do.
There were no guards, I take.
None manning the gates. It's a different story inside, though. The corridors are crawl. If Chadwick...
Don't give up hope. Let me check the...
Then I'll search the...
Just how bad are the floods inside the walls? Bad enough to turn a bearer? I hope not. I'm risking a lot just being here. Gotta keep my eyes open for signs of life. So this place was no ordinary prison. And I doubt they'll have taken the creature with them when...
Oh, we're up here.
Quiet.
No sign of any bearers yet. I hope you have better luck next time.
How the hell did you get past all these guys? I had to kill them.
Caution, brother.
Now we'll be alright, come on.
Minimal loss of Waluda lives. Even the Imperials.
Yakuza.
They were feeding bearers to it. This is even worse than I'd feared.
That's fucking wild.
Nothing but a Kashyyyk down here. Hopefully things are looking better upstairs. I should go and see how Doris is getting on. No luck downstairs.
I know. Bearers die every... Pitting bearers against a wild beast armed with nothing but their wits. And not just those... And those who wouldn't.
I'm afraid.
Then we're too late.
Don't say that.
A key.
Perhaps it will fit one of the doors down. Finish up here.
All right.
Fucking nose is so itchy. Wonder if it fit one of those doors. They did not. Oh. Oh, on the other side.
Let's see what we can find down here.
Oh, there's a hole in the wall. That in a sec. A child?
Survivor. And she sounds close. There's no need to be... Are you alone?
Some of the guards, they're still here. Everyone else...
Thank the Founder.
It was worth our coming. But I'd rather we didn't linger.
Ready when you are. You poor thing. What?
He fought them once. He must have sent you. Where is he?
Chadwick.
Oh my god.
Was that...
We have to get out of here.
Doris?
All right. You put that bear...
Oh my
Sat
god.
there waiting for me. I can't let it live. Not if it's got a taste for bearers.
Hello, big boy. Who's a beast?
Beast will wreak havoc if it ever leaves the prison.
I thought I dodged. Oh, come on, get closer. Oh, fuck, that one hit me. There we go. That one was very easy. That's nice. Behemoth Shackle Meteorite.
Sid, are you
I'm fine. What is it?
A diary. Like he was here.
I'm sure he fought bravely to the last.
Chadwick.
Come on. We have to get her back to the hideaway.
No. I'll see that she's looked after from now on.
I'm sorry about her, friend. Sometime later. And you know, it's perfect. I was going back to the hideaway after this mission was done anyway. Perfect.
From what I hear, you've barely left the girl's side in days.
She is. I thank the flames we found.
I know. I'm sorry we...
There's no need to apologize. How he fought, that's the man
I wish I could have met. I'd like to him.
Of course, you already met me. We were supposed to be sold to the highest bidder when the time came. But no bid was ever high enough. For years, we were her daggers in the shadows. But we could never quite shake our doubts about the things she made us do. So we escaped. But after so many years of training, the pull to serve.
But even in captivity, the battles he fought were his, and he died, not as someone's...
Hyde Marie is proof of that. Bearers can cast off, and the curse breakers will show. I'll fight until my...
Thank you, Doris.
Quest complete. Gunganir. Let's hand in some of these missions now. Oh hey, you got something for me? Oh, the Masterless Marauder. Oh, that's the only one. Oh wait, Vigil. It's a different one. Oh, interesting. I thought that was the one that, yeah, we are.
Vivian, I found it.
Even though I asked this of you, I fear the executors had seen.
I met with one of the, and I convinced him to let me. He told me something, that the truth is just a matter of collect, and that if enough people believe a lie.
It does. But it also means that the truth is not immutable. That it can, provided that those who wish to change it can convince enough people, as the sad history.
You said that the book inspired you to become a...
It did. She was a heretic, you see. A firebrand. A gallows stood ready for her in every corner of... And by shunning society, or perhaps being shunned by it, she stumbled upon a truth so potent. I, too, have always felt somehow set apart from the world of men. She taught me that my solitude was not a curse, and that, though my journey to the truth might be a lonely one...
Do you still feel that way?
Honestly? I'm not entirely sure. Perhaps the result of studying mankind from a But the more I study, the more I... So if you'll permit me, remember, Clive, when enough people give the men and women of this benighted world the gift of truth...
I'll try, Vivian.
Quest complete. Inconvenient truth.
Welcome to the Patron's Whisper. Your benefactors are a generous lot. You earned this.
2850 is the next one.
Come again. I may have more.
Increase damage dealt to enemies by 5%. Ooh,
Oh, yeah.
That's not bad. 5%.
You should have.
Welcome back, Sid.
Welcome.
Yes. Welcome back. Trip wasn't too... Truth be told, it was me, but from what I hear...
No.
Yes.
Ember lost his nerve in the face of it. He didn't lose heart. He pressed on, and he achieved his...
Indeed it is. Thank you for your... The fact remains, however, that Ember will not always have a battle-hardened warrior on hand to... All I have gleaned from this trial is that without someone watching his back, Ember is little...
Wait, Sergeant. And this time he was found wanting. But I'd say he's due a second after all.
With a bit of hard work, any hand can be made by scouts and by sniffing out that log. Young Ember wouldn't do to waste it now.
Fine.
I'll do what. I'll spend my days and nights in the pit. I'll show you.
Daft as a brush, that one. But he's up. Just like someone else. And if you ask me, we've been leaning on him. That time the curse breakers took some of the weight off his shoulders up.
Couldn't hurt.
Just don't tell Gav I said so, will you? I won't have him thinking he's been hard done by. Chance.
Forgive me, Sid. This...
But that's why we need men like Ember more than ever. Men who can make the best out of a bad situation. Remember that.
I will, Sid.
Trial and error. Oh, I have to give Mid her stuff.
Uncle, the Field Marshal... Rutherford is accompanying him. They will await your return.
One other?
Lord Havel was concerned that even if he could get the realms, he asked if...
One of you.
Master Quinton would probably call...
Another outlaw? Just the thing we need to put these rotten Good thinking, Clive.
I'm glad you...
The more than...
Uncle, assuming Havel and Quinton can solve, you still haven't mentioned how we might manage the grain...
Oh, don't you? The 7 high houses will be seeing. They have all agreed to make the most generous. Oh, of course, it did take a little, but luckily I had some...
From who?
Why, you, my boy.
Oh.
Rumor has it that you rescued the Lady Ariane's head steward Rockford from a horde of bloodthirsty bandits.
It was more of a handful.
Well, The old battle axe was so... She had a shipload of talents delivered to my private docks by the next... And when the other houses saw the parsimonious old crone's purse strings finally loosen, they as good as tripped over themselves in the rush to follow.
Oh, wow.
I'm happy to hear it.
Now, I must be getting back to the manor. Join us there at your earliest convenience.
Of course.
You want me to join at your manor? Oh. So it's not quest complete? Oh, no, they're gonna... Okay. Rosfield Manor.
And how, pray tell, will we get that grain to the capital?
You'll find another bloody road. I only have so many men, and I'm not about to send them headlong into an ether flood. That is, unless you'd have them
Well, I'd certainly eat less.
Says the man with a belly bigger than a band of curls. My soldiers actually need their rations. Without any food to keep them going, they'll be dead even before...
Perhaps I might suggest, though supply routes are indeed disrupted, there is no shortage of ships. Indeed, they bob away in every bay from here to Randalar, awaiting a safe... Allow them to make port and fill their bellies full of grain. And once those who crowd the cities are fed, ferry the displaced back to the countryside to work. But I'm sure that you wish to continue your... Two such firm friends as yourselves need no help from the likes of me. Rutherford spoke fondly of the great bond.
Us? I can't stand the man.
Clive, I'm beginning to question the quality of the company.
And what kind of company were you expecting him to keep? The man's a
Criminal? How? You are not fit to breathe the same air as this... Fine.
upstanding. He calls himself Sid the Bloody Outlaw.
Once more under the breach.
Nice to know negotiations are going well.
Shall we begin? What we seek here is not to create a new nation. Nor we wish simply to bring stability to the and to do that we must convince those in power, the generals, the statesmen. There will be disagreements, yes. And I imagine some resistance, much resistance. But we cannot, if we show them the path. The fate of the world lies in my net, but the well-being of her people lies in ours. And we must not squander the chance that Clive has given.
Uncle Byron,
Now, with that settled, let's move on. For what great moment in history... Citizens of Valisthea...
All right.
Well,
that it is.
This is the role you were born for. We shall play. The realm needs its crandall. And there is no better crandall than you. I want you to keep this signed accord.
I will.
Three's Company. Level up, baby. $47.